Listen, a lot of folks know that it can be tough to get through to teenagers these days, but a Massachusetts firefighter who actually survived one of the deadliest nightclub fires in New England history is doing just that.
Yeah, he's sharing his experience to better prepare them before they head out into the world. NBC 10 consumer investigative reporter Leslie Gatos has the story.
I'm a survivor of the Station nightclub fire. I know none of you were alive at the time in 2003.
Onset Fire Captain Robert Feeney is hoping that these students at Bourne High School learn something from his story.
The fire, as fast as I can look across the ceiling, that's how fast the fire went over our head from one end of the club to the other. It went from temperature like it is now to hundreds of degrees.
In 2003, Feeney was at the Station nightclub in West Warwick, Rhode Island to see a band. Pyrotechnics sparked a devastating fire that killed 100 people, including Feeney's fiancée and 2 friends. Somehow, he got out.
The only sound I could hear at that time was the crackling of wood. No smoke alarms, no screaming. I started crawling. Crawled till I found a wall. Crawled along the wall with my hand just feeling for an open window or anything.
Feeney, who's had extensive surgeries for his burns, says he suffered from survivor's guilt and PTSD. But talking about that night is therapy for him, and he wants teenagers to keep fire danger top of mind.
Being a father myself, I think it's something high school seniors, getting out of your parents' house, getting out on your own, they don't have the situational awareness of where they're sleeping, where they're hanging out with friends.
He talks about the enhanced safety of sprinkler systems and warns about the dangers of older buildings and some off-campus housing.
If it doesn't look safe, it probably isn't. If you get that feeling you got, oh, something doesn't feel right, it's not right.
And he runs through the history of fatal fires in dorms and off-campus housing in the U.S., including the 2013 death of a BU student who died in an Alston rental, where more than a dozen people were living.
The girl was on the 3rd floor. Wasn't even supposed to be a bedroom up there because there's only one way in and one way out. And to have a legal bedroom, you need 2 ways in and out.
What do you hope the kids take away from this?
I just hope they take away awareness themselves, that they're ultimately responsible for their own safety and not to rely on a business owner, a landlord, or anyone else to keep them safe, because they won't. If you go into that building, know that you can get out of it. If you sleep in that house, know that you can wake up and get out of it. And if you look around and you can't, don't be there. Then you shouldn't be there.
Seeing this presentation and hearing about it, I think in the future I very much would be checking any place I'm in to see if I'm able to get out.
It was really sad hearing all this. I might think about it a little bit more now though, since I'm going off to college in the fall.
He definitely got through to them. Feeney says between 2018 and 2022, there were over 2,600 reported fires in dorms, frats, and sororities at schools in Massachusetts. He says since 2005, every college-related fire fatality in the United States has been in off-campus housing. The majority of the fires occurred on weekends between midnight and 6 a.m. and had alcohol involved. And more than half of them involved missing or tampered with smoke detectors. Some statistics to definitely talk to your kids about. Leslie Gatos, NBC 10 Boston.